Face-off is off to the left of the goal, trying to take that shot away. Markham, who bumped that one off the boards, knocked down by Naish from center. Here comes a chance now for Greco, dropping it off, trying to get through a defender, but rolling it right in on goal was Cripps for the first save of the game for Parker Shaw. Face-off now is off to the left, rolling puck coming back here to the line. Takes a hit there from Bartlett as he knocks his man down at the blue line. From in behind the goal, coming around the net. A chance to chip it out past Fitzpatrick, and that's not going to work. Hutchings tried to get it there as well. Higher will take that back in his own end or drop it off to the right. Here comes a chance with a tip in. Racing after his own rebound there is Chapman into the corner, but it's going to go for icing. Face-off now is off to the left of the Oshawa end as Shaw gets ready in the goal. Here to get a good way. Lead pass for Hutchings, not going to get there. Here comes a chance now for Sterling to bring it in up over the line as he leads the rush, drops it back here to the blue line. Now Sterling goes back to his defensive partner and Chapman goes back up at forward as there's a head in behind the goal. Trying to get it away from the defender and throw it up in front. It's Bartlett right in front for Hutchings, shot, scores! Max Hutchings opens up the scoring by going through the 5-hole of Sinelli to make it 1-0. Face-off here is won by Markham in their own end, getting it over here to the other side. Lead pass is over here now for Markham with a lead pass up through center, knocked down by Braden Davidson from center ice. Trying to put it back there in the zone. Knocked down here from center now. Sterling will get it here to the other side with a chance, racing after it into the corner. It goes LePage after it now. That'll go back in behind the net where LePage tried to tip it off as there's a pass that goes over the stick. Braden Davidson right on goal. That misses the blocker hand of Parker Shaw. And now Arcand goes off to the corner. Getting some help there with Russo as it comes around the net. Trying to keep this in here from the line. Davidson will flip this away as it's up. And here comes a chance to bring it in. Getting up there with Riley Brandt. Kept it to himself and the shot is on goal. Kicked aside by Sinelli. Jackman will pick it up now. Jackman and Davidson out there. Tripped up. Couldn't set it up in front. And there's another shot on goal. This one is going to get knocked down by Sinelli. And he's taking no chances this time. He'll cover it up. Face-off now is off to the left of the Markham end. Push back in behind the goal now for Dobb to try and pick it up. Back from their own end. He goes for a pass. It's back in behind the goal. Trying to bump him out the puck. Zach Naish will keep it in there from the blue line. Taken away by Markham. Going for that lead pass. Good job there by Gallinaro at the other side. Back into the corner as it goes for icing. Face-off now is off to the right of the Markham end. Trying to win this draw. It'll get through here through center. Here comes the chance to try and tip it in from Chapman back in behind the goal against Gallinaro. Trying to jam it out in front. That'll get taken away here by Markham again. Flipped out of the zone. Knocked down here by Naish in his own end. Zach Naish will get it over here to the other side. Generals with an early 1-0 lead on the goal by Hutchings. They're looking for more. It's a 2-on-1 with Chapman and Dodds, but Chapman couldn't do anything with the puck. Chapman's back to the line. That got a stick there, but still stays in, and the shot from Naish from the blue line finds the glove hand of Sinelli. Jackman's going to take this draw now just off to the left of the Markham end. One there by Markham in their own zone, trying to fire it out of their own end. Kept in by Kobe Higher from the line. That gets kicked off to the side by Fitzpatrick. Kept in there by Bartlett, who puts it in behind the goal now. Trying to get around the defender there was Hutchings. He couldn't set it up in front. Taken away here by Markham out of their own end. He'll start it up through center with a lead pass and brought in up over the line. He went for the pass back here to the blue line. A shot on net. It's redirected right to the front of the goal and goes wide, as that was an opportunity there for Karim. Lead pass for Hutchings up through center now. Max Hutchings trying to get around the defender. He'll look for some help and he'll ring it around the boards. Bartlett will be over here on the other side to try and tip it out. From their own end now, Markham will scoop it up. Fitzpatrick will pick up that loose puck now with a lead pass. That was broken up there by Riley Brandt in the offensive end. Still loose there from the side and put deeper in behind the goal by Davidson. Here comes a chance to keep this in on the left side. Coming around the boards. Back into the corner. A chance to race after it here on the other side was Riley Brandt, along with Chapman here on the other side. Off the boards, it gets kept in there by LePage from the blue line. Still loose here from the side. Brandt is digging away at it to try and get it free, and now it comes free through center with Corinne. From their own end. Markham get the opportunity to try and fire this away. That comes up through center with a pass for Karim out of his reach. Back in his own end comes LePage with a lead pass. It's a rolling puck, but it'll stay without an icing call from their own end. Starting this out was the defense from his own end. With some nice moves, now drops it off there for Pang, who dumps it in on the backhand. From behind the goal, Sterling will take the hit and wrap it around. Kept in here from the blue line, a shot. That'll flutter in wide. Coming around the boards here for an opportunity now for Naish. Pang is in there as well, along with DeCarlo. Back here to the line, now for Sedgwick. DeCarlo waiting at the side of the net for a pass. It's not going to get to him. Good job there by Arcand, but he turns it over on his backhand. Owen Dobbs has kick this up. Walk it in with a drop pass. Here comes a chance. Scores! Jackman goes high glove over Sinelli, and it's 2-0 Oshawa. You give Jackman some time and space, and he'll do that too. He can be dangerous, and he strikes on a breakaway, going top shelf up and over Sinelli to make it 2-0. Good pass there to set him free as well on that breakaway. Here comes a chance to dump it in. Jackman will pick that up and get it over here now for Naish. He'll pick that up in his own end. Zach Naish sees the pressure on there by Greco as they try and dump it away. It's up through center for Gallinaro. Mason Gallinaro with a pass. Got it up there for Jackman, who tried to dump it in. From behind their own net there comes Markham. They'll look for that lead pass against Greco. Went for the hit through center ice. Good pass. That goes over the stick. And it's still live play. Here comes Greco coming after it and couldn't get to it. Kept in here from the line by West with a shot kicked out from the left by Parker Shaw. Up through center for Hutchings. Over his stick and back into the corner. Kobe Heyer from his own end now. Heyer will move it over around the boards. Chance to dip it out, and Bartlett was there on the other side. West is racing back after it in his own end. He'll keep it from behind the goal as he tries to move it out. Getting it up through center, it's turnover, and it's now Davidson who's going to push it deeper behind the goal for Bartlett now. Bartlett along with Hutchings to try and dig that puck free. It's right in front. They try for the jam play out in front of the net, and that's not going to work. From behind their own goal, there is Markham. Around the boards here for a chance. That'll come down the ice. Back into the corner goes Emerson Davis after it now. And Davis will scoop this up in his own end. Getting it here to the other side for Hutchings over his stick and out past Fitzpatrick. It'll go all the way down the ice and be an icing call against the Generals. Arcand's going to take this draw now off to the right. Wins it back here to the line. Fitzpatrick. Shot on it. Redirection wide. Off to the corner, there goes LePage to try and dump it out. Kept in here from the line, a shot on goal was stopped. And Shaw sees Arcand coming in there for a rebound and decides to hold on to it. Face-off now is off to the left of the Oshawa end. Arcand's going to take this draw. It's loose there against Jackman trying to win it in the defensive end. From behind the goal, Ethan Sterling trying to fire it around from out of his own end. He got pressured on. So he gets away from his defender. The pass is up there for Gallinaro now. And Gallinaro dropped it off. Here comes a chance to try and bring it in. Jackman on his own, and the backhand gets stopped by Sinelli. Captain again. Shot on that. Left pass. Rebound! And good hand-eye there by Jackman. Just poked it wide as he tried to bat that loose puck home. From behind the net. It's off on that left corner. That'll go down the ice. And that is going to go for icing. Face-off is coming off to the left of the Markham end now. Trying to win this draw back here for Nation. He does. Here's a shot right off the draw. Stopped there with ease by Sinelli. From behind the right side, trying to get that puck free. It's back into the corner to try and dig it out. It's from behind the net. They set it up in front for a great opportunity there for Oshawa. Back here to the line. It goes over here for Naish, who can't shoot. He pushes it off to the left side. Back here for Naish again to the other side. Looking for a shot through the screen was Davis. It gets tipped wide of the net. Markham with the chance to try and clear it out. It's right here in front of us. Pushed back into the right corner. Brandt is coming back after it in his own end. Brandt goes back here to the line for Davis. Hopped over his stick. Emerson Davis will drop here back to the line for Naish, who will go off the boards for Chapman, who will try and tip it in the rest of the way. Sedgwick was there to try and tip it out. Sedgwick has got to go back up in his own end to pick up that loose puck now. Sedgwick from his own zone will get it up. That's over the stick here on the other side. Here comes Naish after it now. Naish's lead pass for Bartlett was tipped in. All the way into the corner here for a chance to fire it around the boards. Hutchings was over there on the other side to try and dig it out. Taken away here by Markham as they lead this out of their own end. Coming up over the line to look for a pass out in front. Big collision in behind the goal. He couldn't do anything with the puck. Here comes a chance now for Jackman going off to the races. Jackman getting around the defender as he takes at him behind the Markham end. Taken away here by Markham as they try and clear it out. Good job there by Jackman. He cut it off. Tried to keep it here on the other side. Back in behind the net it goes. Linesman fell. He's back up to his feet now. Trying to bring this in there was Arcand right on net. Block it away. Didn't know where the rebound was, but it went high and wide. Here comes a chance now for Lewis. We're getting our first penalty of the game, and this one will go to Oshawa as it's going to come for cross-checking. Face-off now is coming off to the left of Parker Shaw. Teskey is off to the left, getting ready. Back here to the line it comes. Chance to shoot this. He keeps control of it and sets one on goal. Knocked down by Dobbs. He gets tripped up. And that was a short power play for Markham because off they go to the penalty box. Face-off is coming off to the left of the goal. It's back in behind the net for Owen Dobbs. Dobbs will be here on the other side to try and get it out. A chance to try and skate away with it. That gets flipped out past Davis. Here comes a chance to bring it in. Here comes a shot. Stopped there by Shaw. Got a stick on that. Back into the corner. Forget back here to the line. Kept in here by Brousseau. Now for Forget. To the other side. Here comes a shot by Fitzpatrick going wide. Forget going after the puck. Forget will keep control of it and set it up here from the line for Fitzpatrick. A shot getting blocked on the way through and Davis takes it away. Late pass for Dobbs. Tips it in. Knocked down by Brousseau from center as he puts it back into the zone. Davis from behind his own net takes a hit. Coming around the boards here for Dobbs as he tips it out. Racing after it there is Riley Brandt back here up over the line. Brandt goes off to the left corner. Looking for some help. He'll find it and stepping into it. Naish couldn't get a shot away as he fanned on it. From their own end. Here comes Markham leading it up with Arcand. Lewis is bringing it in. Lewis is off to the corner here for Markham. Keeping control of it. Gets it back here for West. West, a shot on net, is kicked off to the right by Parker Shaw. Lewis going after it here again. Try to get it back here to the line. Lost control of it. That's Jackman with it. Having it poked off his stick to Lewis. Lewis is trying to split through and he's not going to do it. He'll lose control of the puck and it'll roll into Shaw for a face-off. Face-off now is off to the left of the General's end. Wins it cleanly back here for West. West held the line. Now he gets it back over here to the other side. Here comes Greco. Greco a shot. Good block there by Riley Brandt. Naish will get it and fire it over here on his backhand. From their own end, he leads this out. Going for the pass up through center for Brandt, broken up. Naish tries to get it there as well as that's Brandt going after it. That's West will get there first. Putting it back in behind the Markham end. Looking to find some open ice here back in the corner. Dropping it off here against Gallinaro as they try and tip it in. Knocked down here by Oshawa's Naish. Lead pass up through center, brought in by Jackman. A shot on net. That goes over the glove hand of Sinelli. Back here to the line. A shot is going to skip in, and Sinelli kicks that off to the right. Off to the corner now for Markham with a chance to clear this away. Knocked down here at center. From the neutral zone, it's a pass. It gets picked up by Sedgwick, who flips it to himself and now tries to bring it in. That is Minchilla who brought it in. Either way, It's an offside. Face off right here in front of us now. Arcan's going to take this draw. He'll lose it to LePage. As LePage tried to get that loose puck. Here comes the chance. Bringing it in there is DiCarlo, who takes a hit. This time by Elijah LePage. Put him into the boards. Fired around the boards to Gallinaro, trying to get it out. Right on goal. Stopped there by Shaw, who corrals it in the crest area. Arcan's now going to take this offensive draw. 1:25 left to go here in period number 1. Our 2 goal scorers are Max Hutchings and Ethan Jackman. Here's a shot. That goes wide past Shaw. Bartlett will pick it up off the boards. Trying to flip this away past Sedgwick as that goes back into the corner. Knocked down here by Davis at center. Sees an open lane, gets it for Bartlett, who tips it in. Racing after it there is Chapman off to the right corner. Takes a hit, still trying to work that puck on the right side. Kept in there from the line against Davis. Flipped into the corner here. It's back in behind the net. Parker Shaw tried to leave it there. It's back in behind his own net in the last minute of play of the first period. Cripps will knock that down, but his intended dump in was knocked down by LePage, who sets it up now for Davidson and dumps it in. Back into the corner goes Hutchings after it, who goes for the hit. Up through center they come. Markham will bring it up over the line. As he goes off to the corner there is Greco as he takes a hit. Trying to get some help here on the other side to dig it free. Generals just want to keep it there in the corner. Now they get it out. Clearing it away through center. Fitzpatrick with it now. He'll dump it in. That goes past higher. Shaw couldn't corral the rolling puck in behind the goal. 10 seconds left to go here in the first period. That'll come out. And that is going to do it for period number 1. A quick goal for the Generals. Won by Max Hutchings. And then a breakaway goal by Ethan Jackman. Has him up by 2 to go to the second period. This should be the third and final meeting between these two teams. Both teams have won in each other's arena, as Markham won the first game here in a close one. And then another close one up in Markham a week ago that the Generals pulled out. And now they're trying to finish off Markham here in the regular season with a victory. Davis tries to dump that in. To lead off the second period, Naish will fire this around. Try to get it there for Dobbs as they try and get it back here to the line. West will keep it in. It's back into the corner as Naish tried to take his man off the puck. Naish will get it there. Trying to get it there for Dobbs to try and fire it out. He got it up there for Gallinaro, who goes for a hit at the Markham bench. Davis is down there in the corner to try and dig it free as well. Trying to get it back to the line here from Minchella, who keeps it in. It's back in behind the net here from Markham as they try and dig that puck out. Back here to the line for West. A shot on goal. Stopped by Parker Shaw. West is going to keep this in again, though. Put it into the corner as Davis hard around the boards. Cut off on the wall by Minchella, but the Oshawa Generals get that with a lead pass by Chapman. Trying to get through his Dobbs, but he poked it too far ahead of him. Out came Sinelli to play the puck, and he played it a little bit too far past everybody down the ice for icing. Face-off now is trying to get one here and put back in the zone as Sedgwick goes after it. Sedgwick from his own end will skate back, putting it over here to the other side for an opportunity now. That's Hunter turned it over in the offensive end. Generals will get this here with Jackman. Will backhand it in from in behind the goal. It's Riley Brandt. Brandt will drop it off to the side. Try to get some help there with Davidson. Jackman's got it behind the goal. Ethan Jackman will try and skip away. Here comes Davidson. Davidson out in front. Can't convert the pass. Elijah LePage will pick that up from center ice and get it over here to the side for Sterling. Flipping it in. That goes over the stick there. Sedgwick, who goes back to pick it up. Sedgwick will get it here to the other side now for Jackman to try and get it out. Kept in here by Hire with a shot. Right pad stopped there by Sinelli. Sterling will get it now. Right back in behind the goal for Bartlett. Going over his stick as he tried to dump it back in behind the line. Throwing it out of front. That goes over the stick there at the blue line. And now picked up here by Bartlett, who flips it to himself into the corner. Hutchings will race after it against Sedgwick. From in behind the goal, they try and dig the puck free. Bartlett gets control of it as he tried to jump it up to the side. Got it there for Chapman, who takes a hit. Still loose here from the side. Hutchings taking away at it to try and get it free. And we're going to get a whistle. Face-off is off to the right of the Markham end. Had it behind the goal there was a lead pass. It gets knocked down as Brousseau turned it over. Sinelli comes out there to play that as it's back in behind the goal. Turned over to Chapman, a shot, blocked away there by Sinelli. Back here into the corner, there goes Gallinaro after it now. Gallinaro trying to get away from the checker. He gets it back here to the line. Generals complete the change. It goes back to the corner. Brousseau tried to get to that loose puck. He's not going to get there. Brousseau take it again. But he's in a battle against Dobbs, so he got some help with Forget in behind the goal. Kobe Hire is after that loose puck here on the left side. Try to get it back here to the line, and they do. A shot from the blue line is through a screen and hit his own player, Dobbs, who now picks it up. Dobbs eludes the hit there by Brousseau and stays on his feet. Brousseau trying to help out. Back here to the line. Slaughter area shot wide and marked by Gallinaro. Dobbs now picking it up. Getting some help there with Jackman to try and dig it out. Back here to the line. It goes back into the corner. Jackman trying to take Brousseau off the puck. He'll take the hit. Jackman trying to get that loose puck now. Ethan Jackman drops it off for Emerson Davis. A shot on net is blocked on the way through by Forget. Cripps is trying to get through. He had to get around Kobe Hire. Cripps is bringing it all the way in with a backhand. It's not going to get through to the net. Trying to tip this out. That goes over the stick. Back in their own end. He's got to come back after it now. Scooping it up in his own end is West now. West is trying to flare this away. Kept in here from the blue line. Here comes a chance to bring it away. Dropping it off and knocked down by Kobe Hire in his own end. Hard around the boards to try and tip it out. It's over here to the other side trying to fire this one. He's not going to get one there. Here's a shot right to the front of the net that gets redirected wide. Right to the front of the goal, and that's going to get tipped in wide of the net as well. Hire trying to keep his man in behind that net. It's free, and now we're going to get a whistle. Face-off is coming off to the right of the Oshawa end. Shaw getting ready in the goal. Won there by Markham. Back in behind the net, trying to win this battle in behind the goal. Right in front, taken away here by Oshawa as they lead it up through center. But we're going to get a penalty coming up here, and it'll come for holding. Arcan's now going to take this draw here for Markham. Trying to win it. It's over here now for Minchella. Minchella tried to drop that off here to the side. West is coming after here on the other end. From behind their own goal, Nash tried to backhand it away. It hit a stick. Here comes a chance now to try and get it out in front. Hire is going off to that left corner. Right in front. Kept in here. Mancilla went for the shot and blocked it. He fanned on the shot, and that leads to Davidson coming back. 3 coming up the other way. Here's a shot by Chapman. Blocked it away there by Sinelli. We're getting a penalty coming up here to Markham. Jackman's now going to take this offensive draw. And they're taking it again. Forget. That gets cleared through center. Here comes a chance to bring it in. Up through center comes Greco up over the line, and he comes over the blue line and shoots it on goal. Stopped there by Shaw, who will hold on to it. Face-off now coming off to the right of the Oshawa end. From in behind the goal, trying to jam it out in front for an opportunity to get slapped around the boards. Sedgwick couldn't hold the line. Getting ahead to the other side now for Hunter with a pass. That is knocked down and put in by Forget back into the corner. Taking it from behind his own goal, start this out. Good job by Hire to spin away from the checker as they move it away through center with a pass. That gets knocked down by Bartlett. Good job to accept that pass. Then takes a hit by Hunter and races after the puck. Bartlett trying to go against Sedgwick. Pins him in the corner. Right in front! Hutchings with a shot. That hit the crossbar. Kept in here by Davis, a shot. Hutchings almost had goal number 2 on the game, but he fired it off the crossbar, and now we're getting a head contact penalty. So Hutchings went from a near goal to a penalty as he's the one that gets called for the head contact. Face-off will be off to the right now of Parker Shaw as he gets ready in the goal. 2-minute head contact penalty to Hutchings. Captain here from the line by Fitzpatrick. Markham trying to convert here and get back into the game, showing this one 2-0. Both goals coming in period number 1 by Hutchings and Jackman. Here's a shot. That's going to get handled with ease by the shot by Fitzpatrick. by Parker Shaw. Face-off now is coming off to the left of the goal. Davis on his backhand will fire it around. Kept in there from the line by Mansili. Fitzpatrick's got it. Up here to the side. He's trying to pick this up. Greco will put it in behind the goal now. It's off on that left side to try and jam it out. Here comes a chance to try and move it back here to the line for Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick will move it over here to the other side. Trying to walk it out there at the other end. Fitzpatrick will pick it up. Now for Greco. Greco sending one to the goal, and that's not going to get tipped wide to the goal. Trying to get this back here to the blue line. It gets kept in here by Markham as they try and get it cleared out and down the ice into the corner. Here's Fitzpatrick after it now. Fitzpatrick will get here on the other side trying to dump it in and couldn't get there. Here comes a chance to dump it right in on goal as that goes off to the corner. Hit there up against the boards trying to keep it in. Good job there by Dobbs trying to stick to his man. Good job there by Owen Dobbs. Now he gets the short-handed opportunity back up the other way. Dobbs is going behind the net and sends it up in front over the stick. Captain here and skating away with it is Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick gets up over the line over Davidson now. He's off to the left side to try and jump it back here to the line. Lewis is waiting at the blue line here for a pass. Fitzpatrick gets it. Now Lewis gets control of it as he saw some Davidson out in front of him. He didn't shoot it. Now they'll try here from the side. He'll take it behind the goal instead. Keeping control of it back here for Fitzpatrick. Penalty's over. Lewis, a shot from the line. That hit a stick as the Generals blocked that on the way through. And we'll get a whistle as Dobbs took one for the team and blocked that shot. Face-off now is off to the center. Here comes a chance to bring it in. Flipping it to himself there was Gallinaro trying to get to the loose puck. Gallinaro is out there to the side to try and fire it around there against Chapman. That goes down the ice, and once again, we'll get an icing call. Face-off now is off to the right of the Markham end. One there by Oshawa. The shot by Sterling goes wide, though. Hunter picks it up off the back end boards. A chance to try and skate away with it here through center is going to be knocked down. Hunter is over here on the other side. He's going to lose control of it. Trying to bring it in there with Sterling. He'll take a hit. Gallinaro brings it in. Shot is a left pad stop there by Sinelli. And we'll get a whistle. Face-off is off to the left now. Sinelli from behind their own goal now. Mansili with a lead pass tipped in there by DiCarlo. Trying to get that is Sterling right on goal. Scooped up there by Sinelli, who tosses it off. And West had it. Held around the boards. Sterling's trying to keep it in. He does. Along with Chapman, he puts it off to the corner. Flipped off the high-end glass and behind the goal. Trying to win this battle from in behind the net. He'll take it and drop it off there for Riley Brandt in behind the goal. Trying to take it in behind the net and it gets taken away by Arcand. Over the stick as they try and dump it in. Brandt took a hit there on the other side. They try and dump it out. Kept in though by Chapman, who couldn't get to the front of the net. Off to the side there for Markham as they bring this in. Flipping it all the way down into the corner. It's going to scare him out in front and take it in behind the goal for a chance for Riley Brandt. From behind their own goal, here's an opportunity for Oshawa to lead this out. Leading it up through center with Ethan Sterling, who flips it in. Sterling will race after it back in his own end. He'll fire it around. That's going to get cut off here by Karim on the other side as they try and dump it in. Fitzpatrick from behind his own goal. Can't get rid of it. Still loose here from the side for Max Hutchings. Hutchings right in front. Had that pass for Jackman. Was almost broken up. Backhand. Bartlett can't get one to the front of the goal. DiCarlo finds it. Not out. Good job by Davis on the other end. Fitzpatrick will fire it around. Here from the other side. Back in behind the goal. Around the net. Here comes a chance there for Davis as he tried to put it in. Brousseau takes it from behind his own goal now. Kobe Heyer coming in from the blue line. He pushes it back in behind the net. In behind their own goal is Brousseau. He's got Jackman right on him, trying to dig that puck free from out of the corner. It's in behind the net there. Lewis and Bartlett coming after it. Good job there by against Karim as they try and dump it in. Good job by Jackman. Kept control of the puck there at the line. He'll race after his own rebound and send one to the goal. It goes over the stick. Generals will pick that back up and behind the goal where Fitzpatrick gets control of it. Generals were going off on the change, and here comes Lewis. Lewis is going to lose it there. Trying to find it. There was Jackman. Brousseau knocks it down as he tried to put it back in. Higher will knock it down. Over here to the other side for Dobbs. That went over his stick at the Markham bench. And then Dobbs gets taken down there by Fitzpatrick. From their own end, he tried to dump this in with Brousseau. There's a big collision there on the other end as it was Jackman who took his man down. Back into the corner it goes. Higher will pick that up in his own end. Trying to tip this away, knocked down by Hunter at center. Trying to tip this back to himself. Hunter is racing after it. He'll backhand it away. Another opportunity here for Davidson's not going to get to it. Lewis brings it in. Lewis stepping into one. Blockered away there by Parker Shaw. Karim came after it, and he's going to lose control of it. Sent down the ice. Back comes Hunter after it. The snow helped out there as it slowed it down. It's off to the corner. Hunter will see this behind the goal in a battle with it against Chapman, and Chapman got some help with Braden Davidson. Back to the line for Sterling, a shot on net. It got blocked there by Pang as he tried to get free, but Davidson wasn't allowing that to happen. Late pass is tipped in all the way into the zone, and Sinelli will come out here to play that. From their own end is Hunter. He'll lose control of it to Davidson. Braden Davidson right in front will fire one right from the sharp angle, and it gets handled by Sinelli. Jackman's now going to take this draw here for Oshawa. Wins it cleanly back for Brandt. Down for Sterling. Here comes a chance now for LePage, who pushes it in. Gallinaro is taking it in behind the goal as well, along with Jackman. Gallinaro and Jackman trying to dig the puck free, but it's a Markham player that digs it out. Late pass up through center, and it's Greco who brings it in. Greco trying to get around that defender now. He'll flip it in on goal. Oshawa take it away with Jackman starting from his own end. He's got to get around West here for the opportunity. From in behind the goal, Jackman with a big hit as he takes down Mancilli in behind the goal. In behind the net there is Cripps as Gallinaro tried to knock him off the puck. Gallinaro with a lead pass knocked down here by West at center. Pushed back in behind the net. Last minute of play of period number 2. Shaw leaving it in behind the goal there for Gallinaro now. Gallinaro leads it up. He flips it past Brousseau into the corner. West has Braden Davidson on him. Hutchings will pick it up. Rings it around the back end boards. Picked up here by Markham. Not out of the zone. Bartlett can't get to the front of the net. Arcand tried to get rid of it. Coming in back in his own end. Rolling it in on goal. It's going to get stopped aside by Parker Shaw. From behind his own goal now. A lead pass for Bartlett. He gets hit into the boards there by Brousseau as he tries to flip it back in. Knocked down here by Arcand at center. Over here to the other side now for Fitzpatrick. Trying to dump it in. That'll be off to the corner as Davis will come back up in his own end. A lead pass is over here for Davis again. He'll fire it off the boards. That's going way past everybody, including Bartlett, but there's no need for an icing as the buzzer goes down period number 2. No scoring, so the 2-0 lead for Oshawa stands to go to the third. Ready for period number 3 action here from the Dell Park Arena. Generals trying to hold on to a 2-0 lead that they got in period number 1. Your goal scorers again, Max Hutchings and Ethan Jackman in the first period. This is first game of a back-to-back. They'll have York Simcoe tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock at the same arena at the Dell Park Arena. Sinelli would lead that behind his own goal to start off the third period. That's going down the ice, back into the corner, and it's going to, no icing on the play. Davis takes a hit from behind the goal. Davidson will try and get that loose puck now. Braden Davidson around the boards to try and get it for Hutchings. Kept in there from the line by West. Pushed in and knocked down there by Davidson again. Braden Davidson will flip it in. That's going past West. Back into the corner. From behind their own goal, it's an opportunity to skate free. He'll skate it up through center now. Dumped in. It gets over the stick of Sterling as he tries to bring it back up and over the line. He drops it off for Kobe Hire. Hire with a lead pass to try and get here on the other side. Knocked down here by Hunter. who tried to put it back in. That goes behind the net. That goes over the stick there from the line as that was, Sinelli couldn't keep it in. Riley Brandt tried to get this back in front. Here comes a chance. Brandt a shot. That got stopped there by Sinelli with a right pad. Right back in behind the goal as that's an opportunity now to keep it in. Pushed it off to the left side, trying to get that out in front. Hunter will take that in behind the goal. Sterling tried to get here on the other side to try and get it up in front. It's back in behind their own net. It'll be around the boards here for an opportunity as Chapman tried to get rid of it. Here comes a chance for Lewis to try and bring it free. Knocked down here by Zach Naish in his own end. Got it over there for Sterling, who flips it away. Chapman tried to get here on the other side. Dumped all the way back into the Markham end. Sinelli will leave that in behind his own goal. As they skated out through center, it's Fitzpatrick. Flipping it in through center. That goes over the stick of Karim as he tried to go after the loose puck. Davidson escapes the check and fires it around the boards. Trying to get this out of his own end. Knocked down here by Fitzpatrick in his own zone. As he sees the pressure on, Owen Dobbs is helping as well. From that left corner, trying to win that battle. It's back in behind the net here for Markham to try and get it out. Kept in there by Zach Naish from the line. Naish tried to do something here with it. Had it knocked away off his stick. And he's still battling after it. Fired off the board, stays in play. Trying to get it over here on the other side now. Drop pass for Dobbs. Trying to shoot this through a screen. That hit his own player. Back here to the line again for Naish. A shot. He fires it in wide of the net. Coming around the boards here for Markham now. That gets a trip up there from center as he tried to bring it back in. Bringing it in here is Fitzpatrick right on goal. Skipping shot that gets hung on to by Parker Shaw. Face-off now is off to his left. Won by Markham. A shot on goal. Stopped by Shaw. Still loose there from the side to try and find that loose puck. And Parker Shaw is going to pounce on it and hold on for a draw. Face-off now is off to the left of the Oshawa end. Arcan's going to take this draw now. It goes back here to the line. Hunter stepping into one. That gets blocked. Racing after it there was Bartlett to try and get to that loose puck now. Bartlett's not going to get there. It comes out to the corner as he backhands it in from behind the goal. Trying to move it away. That gets knocked down there by LePage, who tried to put it back into the corner. Coming around the boards, gets kept in there by Emerson Davis. Davis' shot gets blocked, and here comes a chance to race away with Arcan. Back into the zone it goes here for a chance for LePage with a lead pass. That's up there for Hutchings as he tried to put it back in. From behind the goal goes LePage after that loose puck as he tips it away. Looking for a lead pass. It gets knocked down here from center. Pushed back into the zone to try and get it up here for Chapman. Chapman will try and pick this one up here from center as he tries to skate away with it from his own end. Ethan Chapman comes up over the line with a pass against Brandt. Back here to the other side here for Sterling as he looks for a lead pass for Riley Brandt. Over the stick there, Chapman as he tried to put it back in. From their own zone, it's an opportunity for Markham to try and flip it away. That gets knocked down, and here comes Kobe Heyer after it now. Heyer will drop it off there to the side. Looking for a lead pass for Riley Brandt that went over his stick. Heyer from his own end will fire it around. That got up there for Brandt and couldn't get to it. Rolled in on the net. Stopped there by Parker Shaw. Clears it off to the side, and here comes Brandt again. Up through center, it's an opportunity for Gallinaro who can't get through. Knocked down here from center comes Sterling. Ethan Sterling up over the line and can't shoot it. Taken away here by Markham out of their own end. Dumped in, back into the corner. Shaw is going to lead this from behind his own goal now. Hard around the boards there for Davidson to get it out. Kept in here by Markham. And it's Lewis on the backhand shot to the front of the net. Not going to get there. Dobbs is trying to tip it out. He'll do it to the length of the ice. And no icing. Back in his own end comes Fitzpatrick. He lost it there on the other end to try and dump it out in front. Here comes a pass out in front of the goal shot. And they score! From the side of the net. It makes it 3-0 Oshawa. Jackman will pick up his second of the game as he snapped that one in from the side of the net. Jackman now will take this draw. Wins it cleanly back for Naish. And now Davis tried to pick it up. Emerson Davis on his backhand. Got it up there for Dobbs as he tried to dump it back in. Coming over here to the side there for Davis to try and put it back in the zone. Right back in behind the net that goes, and it gets picked up there by Markham as they fire it around the boards. Kept in there by Zach Naish. The shot gets blocked as he tries to pick it back up in his own end. Naish is coming back after it, and he'll move it over here to the other side. Up the boards there for Dobbs. He tries to race after this puck. Oh, Dobbs a shot. Blocked away by Sinelli. Rebound! As Davidson looked for his goal there, but it got stopped by Sinelli. Face-off now is off to the right of the goal. Back here to the line now for Sterling as he can't get a shot to the front of the net. Still loose here from the side. Bartlett picks it up. Hard around the boards as they try and dump it right in front. Jacob Bartlett can't get to the front of the goal as that gets sent down the ice. Past Shaw for icing. Face-off now is coming off to the right of the Markham end. Here comes LePage, a shot on goal. That gets knocked down on the way through. Coming up through center now with it. Knocked down here by LePage at center ice as he puts it back in. Sinelli will leave that in behind his own goal. As Bartlett takes a hit there on the right side, it's back in behind the net. Trying to walk it out from behind the goal. Kept in here by LePage, who comes in from the line. Wrapped around the boards, Sterling trying to get to it. That'll get tipped right there on the wall area. Trying to dump it back in there was Bartlett. From their own end goes Hunter after it now. Looking for a pass off the boards. Knocked down here by LePage at center. LePage gets an opportunity to try and get free and was tangled up. Back here on their own end. Brought in here and fired into the zone by Hunter into the corner. From behind their own net there was LePage, who tried to flip it away. Got it up there for Gallinaro now. Gallinaro and Brandt. That goes over the stick there, Brandt, as they tried to put it back in. Right back in behind the goal here for an opportunity. Taken away by Markham and cleared away. That goes over the stick. As Kobe Heyer fell, here comes a chance now for Cripps into the corner. Cripps will try and get this around the boards from Jackman, who fires it around for Davidson, sent the length of the ice. Brousseau gets it at center. Dumping it back in. Parker Shaw came here to play the puck. Left it for Davis as they try and tip it away. Knocked down by Markham at center, and it's offside. Face-off now is just outside of the blue line, won by Oshawa. Trying to flip it away, getting it up through center. Chapman will get it over here for Dobbs there on the other side. Dobbs tried to get it there as it gets knocked down there by Heyer from center ice. Davis picking that up through center. It gets turned over. Papped in there by Teskey back into the zone. Around the boards it goes here for Owen Dobbs. He'll tip it away. Brousseau backing up in his own end to pick that up. He's got Chapman all over him, along with Davidson to try and get the puck free. He's trying to get Dobbs there at the left side and couldn't get a pass over there to him. Markham will bring it in here with Teskey up over the line. He had it swept away with a nice defensive play by Sterling. From their own end, Naish with a pass is tipped in by Davidson back into the Markham end. From behind their own goal goes Fitzpatrick after it now. Davidson trying to cause a turnover as they move it away through center. It gets put right back in and steered off to the left by Sinelli. Skating from his own end comes Fitzpatrick after it now. He'll dump it in. Ahead his own player on the way through. Trying to tip this away. He got it up there for Jackman now. Jackman will dump this in. Right on goal. Kept up there by Sinelli, who will hold on to it. Face-off now is off to the right of the goal. Trying to win this back in behind the net. Wrapped around the boards. It's an opportunity for Sterling to send one to the goal. It goes wide of the goal. Chance to pick this up on the left side. Putting it in behind the goal for Hutchings. Hutchings will get it back here to the blue line to try and get a shot through a screen. Now it's over here for Naish. Naish's shot gets blocked on the way through as that got blocked out in front of the net. Right in front. Face-off now is coming off to the left of the Oshawa end. Big opportunity to win this draw here for Generals. That gets knocked down here from center. A chance to try and move it away. It's an opportunity now for Elijah LePage to go after that loose puck. LePage is pushing it to himself off to the corner. Taking a hit in behind the goal to try and set this up. Back to the line here for Kobe Heyer, who keeps it in. The shot by Heyer got blocked. Emerson Davis comes after it now. Pushed back into the corner now. Behind the net goes West after it. West had control of it, tried to backhand it away as that gets tipped out. Again, Davis is trying to get to that loose puck as that's knocked down here from center and pushed back for Heyer out of his reach. Kobe Heyer from behind his own net will fire it around against Brandt as West took a hit. Forget coming back after it in his own end. Gets it over here to the other side as they look for an open lane. Markham will dump this in back into the corner. From behind their own net, he'll lead this off for Davis, who tries to fire it around, and Davison tries to get it out. That's not going to get out of the zone. Still digging away at it to try and get that puck free. Got kept in by Markham. Right to the front of the goal. It's back in behind the net where it gets scooped up by Heyer, who fires it away. Sedgwick was over here at the other side to try and get to it. Back up in their own end. He's going to pick that up with that lead pass. He tries to get free. It's Karim, who gets knocked down here from center. Over here to the other side, they look for an open lane. Good job here by Davison to try and poke it free. As that's going to get taken away here by Markham. A chance to skate away with it was Lewis as he backhands it out over the stick, and Nation got to pick it up. Hard around the boards here for an opportunity for Dobbs. He's not going to get to it as that goes back into the Markham end. Around the boards here for a chance, dumping it back in behind his own goal. Knocked down here from center, sent down goal. Stopped there by Sinelli, who drops that off to the side. Almost 2 minutes left to go here in the game. Generals leading this one now 3-0 after the goal here in the third. Jackman's second of the game, knocked down here by Naish. Getting it up here for Davidson along with Dobbs. Davidson will skate this through, dump it in, and go off on the chain. Go after the puck, so he's back in the corner. Trying to get it back here to the line against Heyer, and here's Chapman after it. Davis dumping it in. That cuts off the stick there of West. Over here to the other side here for Markham to try and dump it in. A lead pass there for Karim as he tried to dump it in. Davis is going after his man. Hutchings is in there as well to try and get the puck free. Around the boards, Chapman went for the hit and tried to cause the turnover. Good job there, but an opportunity to come back after it. Swept off his stick. Karim was swept away, and here comes Chapman back up the other way. Chapman's shot is blocked and couldn't get it through the net. Around the boards here for Hunter. Starting it out from his own end, turning it over there to Kobe Heyer from center ice. Heyer takes a hit as he tried to put it back into the Markham end. Walking it out is Heyer, trying to get one to the front of the net and couldn't shoot it. He'll get away with it again, Kobe Heyer, with some nice spin moves to try and keep it in the corner. Last minute of play of the third period. Max Hutchings. Looks like Oshawa are going to win this one and take a victory into tomorrow's game versus the York Simcoe Express, who they've had some trouble with this year. So far they lost the first two games, both in York Simcoe and here in Oshawa. So this will be the final matchup between those two teams as well. We'll get a late tripping call. Face-off is coming off to the right of Parker Shaw. Forget to take the draw. Around the boards by Sterling down the ice. Sinelli's going to lead this from behind his own goal as Oshawa have killed off some time, putting it back behind the net. 20 seconds left to go. Leading this even up over the line, taken off the stick and tipped out by Brandt. Markham have control of it now for Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick from center will bring it in. This will be the final shot on goal. Good block there by Zach Naish. Got a stick on it. Big hitter behind the goal. Referee got in the way there. There's a shot on net. The final shot is going to get knocked down out of front, and Parker Shaw picks up the shutout in the Oshawa goal as 2 goals in that first period by Hutchings and Jackman. Jackman adds a second in the third period as the Generals skate away with a 3-0 victory and will now take on York Simcoe tomorrow. Until then, Have yourself a great day. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.